Men are stupid. I've just spent the weekend with my wife, my beautiful wife, for her 50th birthday down in San Pedro Island, whatever they call it in Texas, South Pedro Island. Anyway, we had a great time. We did a lot of bar hopping, went to a lot of restaurants, different themed environments, whether it was a cigar lounge or karaoke, straight up bar restaurant, fireworks, all the stuff that they had down there. And in every place that we went, without fail, I saw how men are stupid and women are transactional. Yep, men are stupid, women are transactional. That's all I saw. Now the whole thing is transactional. The men and the women was all transactional. The way that I saw it the most, this is the most way that I saw it. No, that was correct, incorrect English, but the way that I saw it mostly was the fact that a man would see a woman that he's interested in. That woman may or may not, in most of the cases, was not interested in that man. But she would then, because she had a desire to get drinks, she would push and promote and flex and flirt with that man, dance, all the other things with that man until he buys her a bunch of drinks. Or in a lot of cases that I saw this weekend, buy her and her friends a bunch of drinks. And they would buy the drinks and the men would flirt and they think they got a chance. And the woman the whole time is demonstrating that he doesn't have a chance in hell, but he's too stupid to recognize it. Like for instance, when this one guy was dancing with this young lady, and then after they finished dancing, and he had not bought her a couple of drinks, and he put his hands on her waist, and before she can even really get it on there, he quickly moved his hand away. Now that would have been a signal. Then some may say that, oh, he was moving too fast, but I was watching at this point on her and her two friends. He's already spent somewhere in the neighborhood of about $120, $130 worth of drinks. And so, he's trying to move it a little further. At one point, he tried to, did a ha ha he he little hug, and she quickly removed his hand. Now, you can say that he was being a little too aggressive, but she backing her body up to him, nudging, touching him, leaning into him, putting her. There's a lot of women put their titties on a man's arm and shoulder. I noticed that too. But she was doing all these other flirtatious things that say, I'm touching you, I'm putting my chest on your arm, I'm doing all these sorts of things. But then when he tries to take it to the next step, oh, all of a sudden it's a problem. She removes the hand. Now, she has the right to say no at any time frame. But at what point do these men get it and realize that they're just being stupid? That they're just doling it out, doling it out. Watched another gentleman just last night multiple places, but gentleman last night. Oh, he wanted to buy her a drink. You got to buy drinks for me and my friends. He goes and buys drinks for her and her friends. Sits there, talks to her. She gives him a little bit of attention. Her friends look him up and down like, oh, hell no. The whole kit and caboodle of the lady flirting, standing there smiling, flirting. But she left with her friends and did not leave with him. Didn't even exchange numbers because they were sitting right in front of us. Men are just stupid. You go and you spend your hard-earned money on these people that you just met. You allow them to trick you into spending it on their friends as well. And you just keep doing it with the hopes that you might get some. The thing about it, none of these men are looking for long-term relationships at this point, and those women probably recognize that they are not looking for long-term relationships. So it is basically, what can I get out of you, and who's going to win? Who's going to get what they want? Who's going to get what they desire? I saw these women, they just want to get some drinks and they want to have a good time, and that's it. They usually win. These men, they're trying to get them to, oh, let's keep partying. Let's keep the party going. We're going to go to another place and have them keep on. The party is going to go. And hopefully I can get you to a point where you let down your guard and then you're going to go back to my room with me. And most of the time, they don't. So the men, most of the time, you're going to lose. So I have to ask the question to all the men out there, why do you keep falling into this trap? This trap where you're going out there spending your money, dancing, you're flirting, you're dancing, you're flirting, she's flirting back, and then you go home with blue balls because it doesn't work. It does not work through the whole entire weekend. And I know I can't account for every person on the island, but the whole entire weekend, for every place that we went to, and we were at some of the most popular places on this island. Not one. I did not see one successful. Shit, we sat by the bay and smoked cigars and watch a stork fish, and the damn stork at least was successful three out of the 6 times that we saw him dipping his head in the water to try to get some food. No guy was successful. They were all unsuccessful as hell, and especially the old guys. The old guys trying to take and talk to the little youngins were complete failures. Complete, unadulterated failures. So is it just me? Maybe I just don't get it. I've never been that kind of guy. I was telling my wife how I have never, ever, ever bought a drink for a woman that I wasn't in a relationship with, or I went out purposely with a friend and we know what the relationship is. You're just my friend and maybe it's your birthday or something like that. Because even when I would go out with my friends, if it's just a regular day, I hope she brought her purse. I didn't even go out and buy my friends drinks. Now you buy your own drinks. Now, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not sharing meals with you. We're not building nothing together. Why the hell would I buy you a drink? So I've never done that. And maybe that's why it throws me off and I see it as being the dumbest gamble, because your return on your investment is like next to zero. And if you do get it and get her, you're probably not going to respect her, which is probably why most women don't fall for your stupid game. I don't know. It's all transactional. They're trying to get their transaction of their drinks. He's trying to get his transaction of getting some boom boom. It doesn't make sense to me. Relationships are not built on transactions. Relationships are built on people genuinely getting to know each other, genuinely finding interest in each other, genuinely having commonalities, genuine attraction towards one another, built on character and trust and things of that nature, not the transactional nature of buying drinks, hoping to get some pum pum. I don't know. Maybe I've been old since I first started dating, I guess. Well, y'all let me know. Am I crazy that at no time frame in my life have I ever done that? Like, am I the only one? And is it transactional? Do you think that this is simply a transactional situation? And maybe I'm just looking at what people do when they're just out having fun and not actually trying to meet someone. But yet there are so many people who do go out to meet someone. Where did you find your mate? The last person you dated, the last person you gave a quality amount of your time with. How did you meet them? Was it transactional at first and developed into something? Or was it a better meetup where you just happened to be at the same place or at a party or introduced by somebody or online? I don't know. Let me know. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.